Am I doing it? I guess I'm doing it. Alright. I don't know how I check to see who's looking at this. I lost that. I mean, there's probably nobody. Right now, it's probably nobody looking at it right now, so that's probably good. I don't know how I open that up. If somebody starts watching this and saying something, I don't think I'll be able to hear what you say. Oh wait. Can I watch my own stuff while I stream? Can the streamer watch their own stream? I guess so. All right. Except it's frozen. Oh wait, there we go. All right, neat. Alright, cool. Okay, so yeah, I'm drawing this thing that I've been drawing for a while. I guess I should show everyone what I'm looking at, or at least show everyone. I should show none of you what I'm working on. But I guess somebody might watch this back. I don't know. I guess it keeps old recordings by default, I think. But yeah, there's this like thing I've been doing for a minute. For the novel that I'm working on. Is that time? It might be it's lagging again. Oh, it's lagging again. That sucks. Whatever. I don't care. But yeah, there's like that thing, and it's pretty long. It's a pretty long piece. The newspaper is because I'm planning on doing liquid charcoal. And this stuff has been taped to my kitchen floor for the past week because I'm too lazy to even get started on working on it. Wait, did I just turn it off? No, I didn't. Alright, cool. But yeah. I guess I'm just going to start doing what I normally do, which is taking the F train to paradise or whatever. But yeah, it's been a while since I worked on this. If you actually, like, this is all this previous stuff that you can't even see because it's so bright, and man, that lag. I'll have to fix that. I don't know. This is just a test stream. I don't know. I have to actually, like, get better lighting, I think, and, like, figure out really what I'm doing. But this is chill. Had to start somehow. Been planning on doing this for a minute. I'll try to do like 20 minutes or something. What are we looking at here? Is that? Yeah. This looks great. This looks great. I'm really happy with how this looks. Let's go with that. But yeah, I'm drawing a big old snake with like baubles or bobles is what they're called. Those little things that catfish have. They're not actually. Guess what? They're not called whiskers. They're called like bobles or something. Baubles. But yeah. Long Chinese style dragon or Japanese style dragon, an generic Asian style dragon with anglerfish properties. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm making a lot of old man noises right now. But yeah, I guess that's just what being 32 does, is it makes you, it's when the first part of old age, they always say it's the noises. The noises are where it first starts showing up. Every once in a while, when you start getting old, when you're a young person, and just as you're starting to get old, you sit down in a car, you start doing that thing where you're like, as soon as you sit down, because all the air and will to live is leaving your body, your old, aging body. I don't know where I'm going with that. I don't know if I can draw moving these cameras around. This is kind of a silly idea. It doesn't really work that well, unfortunately. I gotta find a better... If I'm gonna do this, I do really have to find a better system. All these hairs from me making my making my breakfast right over there every morning. All this hair falling from my head and onto this paper that I just can't even get myself to do liquid charcoal on. Because I'm not even done with the drawing part. Alright, let's just... There's gotta be a good angle. There's gotta be a master angle I can get here. Damn, that looks blurry as hell, man. I have no idea how I can get this angle looking better than this. This might just be like... Maybe the face cam was a bad idea. This might be an entirely unnecessary addition. It kind of just gets in the way. Oh, that covers a lot of ground. I'll do that. And if I start drawing off... If you can't see what I'm drawing, well, you get what you pay for. So yeah, I was saying if you pay really close attention to this, or if you know just how different dry mediums look, a lot of these lines that I've laid down already are actually charcoal, or at the very least like really heavy dark graphite like 8B that I was like using very lightly. And I'm probably gonna go back to doing that because it's just nicer to have really heavy lines when you're starting off on a big piece. I'm using an F right now, which is maybe a little unnecessary, kind of slow. It's not exactly the softest, but an F is, it's usually pretty good for like hard blending and stuff, and not really lines. So I don't really know what I'm doing. I cooked a bunch of rice and chicken thighs earlier. They're really fatty, and I'm just kind of like, I'm trying to get more protein. I started actually counting my macros lately, and I found out that I have a deficit of like 30 grams of protein every day. And I'm like, how do people do this? Like, I'm literally going to die because I'm about to start eating so many hard-boiled eggs every single day. Because the computer tells me that. Because people on the internet say I have to. I'm going to be like Cool Hand Luke. Stretch me out like I'm on the cross like he did, man. Eat 50 hard-boiled eggs like they made Jesus do. That's the problem with charcoal. I really actually don't like charcoal that much, believe it or not. I actually find it kind of annoying to work with. It's really hard to erase. I don't really like the whole, the fact that it all looks the same. It always looks impressive. It's always like, wow, you have great, equilibrium of values like every other charcoal drawing that exists, because shading with charcoal is basically cheating, as long as you don't mind getting your hand dirty, but it all comes out looking the same. Like every charcoal drawing. That lag. I don't know what I'm going to do about that lag. It's amateur. But yeah, I'm going to have to look into what I got to do to get a better computer system going. Gosh. See, this is a hard one because I don't know how thick this section needs to be, because it's too thin. All of these are too thin. I drew these all too thin. I'm trying to fatten them out, and then I can wash away the lines in the shade. I guess when in doubt, just split the difference. Just put out like 2 millimeters on each side or something. I don't know, man. I got such crazy heartburn right now from those chicken thighs. I'm just trying to distract myself from the pain, the burn, the burning of mi corazón. Mi corazón is on fire with pollo thighs, whatever Espanol for thighs is. Fuego. Loco. Ay caramba. I haven't looked at the viewer count. I'm just going to assume it's 0. I usually assume my numbers are pretty. I usually just don't look at the numbers in most things. I just avoid the numbers these days. It doesn't do me any good. Numbers aren't even real, man. They're just made up like money or the temperature or birds. I usually don't draw on the floor like this, but it's fun. I always love it every time I get the chance to do something that involves me being on the floor where I belong. I'm getting off camera, aren't I? Jeez Louise. I knew it would happen. Looks good. Yeah, this is gonna look really good when I get the liquid charcoal out. I'm a way bigger fan of liquid charcoal than I am of dry charcoal. Because it's basically just watercolor, but like grungy. It's grungy watercolor. It's awesome. It's the greatest invention. Now what I love about working on the floor is you really get to use your whole body. Like if you stand at a table, you can kind of do that, but like being able to use your own weight and your own equilibrium when moving around definitely goes easy on the wrist because you're doing all your work in the ankles. Get carpal tunnel down there. Ugh. Dude, when I have to go off the camera, I'm just gonna go off camera. I'm sorry. I can't move the camera around every time this is like such a wide piece. I can't hope to like, you know, whatever. It was really hard setting this up, obviously, seeing as I can barely even set up. Man, that video is totally... I think it's like getting worse over time. It's like a clock that goes off cycle or something. But I'm honestly in a lot of... I'm in a lot of pain in my grungus right now, honestly, man. Right here. Getting attacked, all those oils, those essential olive oils. So yeah, this is gonna be a really short thing. I don't know. Just a test run. I'm probably gonna mostly focus on actual videos, especially if I can't get the hardware operating correctly, but I don't know. Ah, hi, business 1128. I'm doing good. How are you? Excuse me. I thought that was gonna be louder. Instead, it was just disgusting. Yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate that. Thank you for asking how I'm doing. Yeah. I don't know. I'm probably not going to check the chat very often. If I ever like start getting chatters, I probably just will let them say whatever. What do I got going on? Where am I going with this? This is over here. Alright. Said I wasn't going to do that, but I guess I lied. Oh well. The cool thing about this is I know it's all just going to end up getting washed away, because like these lines are going to get covered over with just like solid darks pretty soon. And even if they're messy, it doesn't really matter that much. Some pieces, it just doesn't matter how messy you get. You just do whatever. Like this. You just do that. It doesn't matter. It kind of all depends on the character of what you're going for. This F is very forgiving right now, so I can basically just do whatever I want. I don't even have to make like nice lines. My lines can look as rotten as they need to. And this is the first time I've worked on this piece in like 5 days. Like legitimately, I'm so happy I finally got. I'm so happy I finally got through to actually working on it. Damn, you can't even see what I'm doing right now. Alright, I guess I'm doing this area. I should have like a mallard, like a bird, a waterfowl, that I have a camera taped to its head. And it can fall. I can like have bread that I keep in my hands next to my pencil, and when it wants bread, it'll just follow my hand around. And while it's trying to eat my bread, it'll just record my drawing for me, so I don't have to move the camera as much. Get a cormorant. Be my cameraman. Camarant. Do you guys know what the etymology of cormorant is? The birds, those birds that like eat the fish in China, they go down really far. They got the big tall heads, and their heads go around like this. Cormorant means sea raven. Sea raven, because cor is corvus, it's Latin. Morant, like breaker morant. That has something to do with nautical phrases. So I don't know. I got a lot of those. I got a lot of cormorants around where I live. I saw like frigate birds yesterday. I live in Ohio. Saw some new species of bird that was like diving. It had like the tails of like a frigate bird. And it looked kind of like a seagull, but it had like the two prongs coming out in the back, like two prongs of feathers, and I'm sure I could look up what they were. I thought they were seagulls at first, but they flew really different, and they did this thing where they didn't dive like kingfishers. They like would fly and flap, and then they'd get still, and like on the wind, and then they just plummet, and then they come out of the water, and they'd have a fish or something. But there were a bunch of them. You got all sorts of weird birds around here. Lots of swallows lately. I love swallows. I just ate my last Tom, you know? I'm way off course. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, boss. Sure. I wonder if YouTube will let me like fix this audio if I wanted to like move the audio back and forth later. I would honestly be really cool with having pet cormorants. If I was like Citizen Kane, I had a Xanadu. I had a big mansion that I lived in. I'd get cormorants. Show them off like Tony Montana showing off his tiger. This a little bit. Doesn't quite match up with. I was using an 8B later, which is like it's like 8 solid gradations of hardness away from the F. Oh, jeez, Louise, man. I don't know if you call it heartburn. I don't know what you call it. It ain't going down. I still have to eat so much food to reach my macros. It sucks, man. I gotta eat so much food. I have to eat cereal. I'm going to eat a bunch of cereal and protein powder and I have to eat like 5 hard-boiled eggs to reach my macro goals, and it's just like, I don't know. Trying to do all that and intermittent fasting is like, good luck, man. Oy vey. Whoa. I'll just erase those lines in a second. I'll just do this one first. See, that's a nice fit. That's a nice line. See, Ben, why are you so worried about that line for? You're stressing about that line, and I told you it would be okay, but you were like, no, this is going to be the worst line of my entire career, but it was all right. Sure. See, what's the best way of doing this? I guess probably just like... Man. Oh wait, I'm going off camera. This is off camera. Oh, that is off. Move that over here. Stop drawing so you can keep recording. I always wanted to be... All this drawing stuff I did was just an excuse so that I can eventually become a YouTuber. That I'm... That's what I say about old man noises. I really do have to, like... I'm sorry, like, I want to make good quality YouTube content, but at the same time, that's literally not what I want to do. I'm just doing this so I can share my art with people. So I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter if it's that. I mean, you know, it makes it more fun to not really care. I love working at this large scale. Doing illustrations for this book, this second novel that I wrote, has been really fun because I got all my designs I'm doing at like ×2 scale, which is not usually something I do. I usually like to do 1:1 scale because it has that like intimate textural feeling. And like doing half scale, which is what a lot of professionals do, feels like cheating. You know, it's what my professors told me to do and stuff, and I was just like, but you lose like the fuzziness of the pen line, and you lose the texture of the paper. And I forget that that's not what people want. People want, like, you know, liquid charcoal. The people have been demanding the liquid charcoal comeback or whatever. It never even went away. That's honestly what this is, what I'm excited for. The pencil stuff is just kind of like, this is just kind of planning it out. Like, a lot of these lines, I would be surprised if they're perceivable by the final version of this thing. Like, I plan on really laying down the liquid, and then I'm probably going to do the dry, even though I resent it. Sometimes you have to go to it, because sometimes it's just got what you need, you know? I hate I hate dry charcoal, but damn do I keep using it for all sorts of things, because it's the only thing that looks the way that it looks. Nothing else looks like that. It's a very specific tool that a lot of people really like to overuse. A lot of people really like to use charcoal a lot, which is great. Alright. Let's do this stuff over here. I don't know. Does it kind of spoil the ritualism of a thing to have it streamed on YouTube as you make it? I hope not. I hope not. Because then I'd be in bad luck. I'd be squandering this, but whatever. That's a fat section, I don't care. Oh wait, what is going on here? Oh, I see it. I am really gonna have to think of a better way of lighting and recording this in many different ways. I need to get this lag fixed. I need to figure out how to make it so I don't have to move the camera around so much. And I gotta get so that the lighting is more consistent and not as harsh. So, you know, learning things. I'm gonna make myself some tea in a second. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, man. This is fun. I like doing this. It's not even on camera anymore. Actually, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I want to share this with you guys. I need to get a GoPro. That might actually be the best solution to this issue, because, I don't know, I just move it way back, probably. How's that look? Blurry? Oh. One moment. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. This is probably what this was made for. Hold on a sec. This might actually ruin it. Hold on. Okay, this is not what I was expecting. Shoot. Is this even the same as the other one that I got? Because one of them... Okay, I got two like this. Okay. I have to cut this stream short, unfortunately, short and sweet, but, I don't know. I thought this was an extendable tripod. It said I ordered it before, but luckily I accidentally ordered a third one. So this one might not be extendable, but the other one that I accidentally ordered is, but I don't feel like forcing y'all to, y'all. There's probably 0 people watching. But yeah, whatever. I could probably just go change it now if I really wanted to. Yeah, I'll just go change it now. I don't care. Whatever. I won't even stop it. Who cares? I just gotta open the box. Wherever that is. Okay, I don't know where that is. I might have to just. Oh wait, there's there. It's there. This is gonna take a while. Alright, so this is extendable, right? Oh shit, look at that. Fucking baton. Oh shoot, come on. Aw, that's what fell out of there? They gave me like an extra screw. Aw, man. Here it is. Aw, man. I just can't catch a break. Not my job. How do I open this? What we got? Cool. Alright. Now we got the high ground. Oh my god, that's so much better. I'm the best YouTube of all time. Holy shit. Alright. Where is my F now? Because my ADHD ass put it somewhere. You know what, never mind the F. I'm going to move up to the 2B. F was going too slow. That looks great. It's good stuff. I'm in favor. See, there's the lines and then there's shades, and the cool thing is that I know this is going to end up being a very smoky piece. There's going to be a lot of obscurity in the foreground and more in the background. It's going to be highly variable, which that means I don't really have to spend that much time differentiating between lines and shades, which is really nice because it means I can just do this. I can just do this. I can just do this. I just do this. I don't even have to think about what I'm doing. A lot of the time I have to think about stuff. I don't like it. Not in favor of that. It's way too much overthinking. There's way too little underthinking. People gotta think less. Damn, I didn't even map this out. This is going somewhere I wasn't expecting. It's actually a lie. It's going exactly where I was expecting. Even with it on the high tripod, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it because it is affecting my process. I don't know if like recording it because it's like usually if I'm not recording this, like I'd be all over this thing. I'd be going there and then here 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 and it's just like I don't know. I can move it further back. I could probably just move it further back. I don't know. It'll be easier when I'm actually like shoot, dude. I don't know if I can really like do a good job at recording this. I think that me working on it in a way that's truthful to what I'm trying to express is more important than displaying the process. Sorry. I'll still try to do both. I still like my cormorant idea. Although if it was a cormorant, I wouldn't be able to use the bread like if it was a mallard. I'd have to have a fish taped to the back of my hand. And then it would just take my hand. It would just take my entire hand away. This is chill though. I don't gotta move from this area. I can just like, I can really do it in sections, and honestly, it would make it less of a confusing process. It would make it very straightforward. It would not be very like a reactive thing. It would be less chaotic than my normal thing, but I don't know. You can get pretty precious with how you do stuff. Everything has to be organic and natural all the time. You know, why does it have to always be natural? Why does it always have to be playful? Why does it always have to be this or that or the other thing? Why does it always have to be yada 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 yada? I want to work more on that section, so here's where I go, is when I want to move over to a section, I just move the camera. Something like that. Okay, further back, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, man. Business is business. It do what it do. Wait, this is a bobble. I don't need to heat the bobble. I just go right through it. What am I doing? See, the cool thing is that moving my hand back and forth is also going to completely smear the hell out of this. So it doesn't matter. The graphite texture doesn't matter. It's all going to be washed out with charcoal by the end of it. It's going to look so good. I should really try to get my hand off of the paper, though. It's a bad habit. Probably would look way better if I didn't do that. But I do need to just start laying on, like, I don't know how much texture of this I'm going to do. Honestly, all this stuff is just laid out on the floor for the wash. And that means that, like, there's a pretty decent chance I'll just move it over to the table 50% of the way through and work on it section by section, because this is 4 sections. Each section is, I think, like 12 by 18. No, each section is 24 by something. 24 by 18? 24 by 18. And so that means that the total piece that I'm working on is like, what is 24 times 4? It's like 96, right? So it's 96 by 18, which is a big canvas. I don't think I've ever actually done a piece this large before of any kind. But it's also really just like 4 pieces, kind of just glue stuck together. That sound is how you know the art is working. No, all the way over here. I don't want to get over there. I'd have to move my computer to get a good angle. I don't know. Sometimes when it comes to stuff like this, you want to be as like meticulous as you can, and you want to get in the zone, and you want to really focus on every single stroke like this. Like, and you want to be mathematical, like you're Albert Dürer or something. But I don't want to do that right now. I feel like I should be recording from the other. I am right-handed, so it doesn't really make sense. Let me just move this over. Give you guys a different angle. See? Alright. Alright. I don't know. I mean, that also looks pretty bad. So whatever. It's all bad, man. No worries. It's all bad. Wait, what is going on here? Does this go behind or in front? I'm so confused. I guess it goes in front. Oh god, I'm getting stopped by the fucking thing in the foreground again. See, I'm so used to drawing pen and ink that it's like, I forget that with graphite you can just tear through stuff in the foreground and then erase it later. Usually when I do graphite, I get very specific with it, so like, I don't know. Part of me kind of wants part of me really just wants to skip to that liquid charcoal, but alas, I am here doing this. Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. How do I do this loop? Well, first of all, this part looks really skinny. See, it's when you get close to the edge, and it's like, I wish I could just tear off the edge, but then, you know, it's like, this happens, where it's like, it's caught and stuff, but I guess there's actually kind of agreeable, so I can kind of do that. Alright. That went pretty smooth. See, what did I tell you? What did I tell? All right. I don't even know why I'm laughing. Sweating. I need to get a tea. I started watching Twin Peaks Season 3 again last night. I love that. I love it, man. Is anybody watching this? One watching. I'm pretty sure that's me. I'm pretty sure I'm the one watching. Yeah. I mean, far be it for me to expect an algorithm to help a brother out. Oh, hey. Oh, shoot. Alright, well this was a fun test run. It would look way better during the day, so I'll probably start doing that. I'll probably start doing streams. I think it probably was still light out when I started, so here, I'll look at the camera. Hello. Thank you for not watching my stream live, but maybe somebody's watching it at some point in the future. Alright, I need to try to get the sound better too. I'm sure there's a CPU hack or something for that. Something wrong with my laptop that's doing it. It's not surprising. Maybe I'll stream something over at the table, but I'll probably keep doing this. I'll probably do this more tomorrow. I'm trying to get my schedule, my daily schedule, in greater track. I'm doing a 9 to 5 thing. Starting tomorrow, it's Friday, I guess, but I'm trying to work on my art 9 to 5 every day on weekdays. Which is something I've kind of done before, but never really seriously. I'm thinking about literally buying like a timer, like a watch that I punch into and out of, or clock rather, punch clock or whatever. But yeah. Yeah, anyways, I guess that's it. I'm pretty tired. I'm going to watch Twin Peaks. I'm going to eat some cereal and hard boil me some eggs. Alright, nothing else to say. Alright, goodbye.